definitely win now mode to make to the playoff and probably get out the first round, possibly to the championship game, possibly. But yeah, that's my opinion on that.
The quarterback situation is definitely an issue. And with Penix down, Penix is not going to be ready on day one of the season. You know what I mean? I know modern medicine. Well, I don't see him being ready day one of the season. The modern medicine might have him there. So I'm looking at Kirk to start the season, possibly. But do you think Kirk is a June 1st or before cut?
Yeah, I don't think Kirk probably gonna be on this team. I think they restructured that deal to possibly move on from Kirk. Um, but that's my opinion. But Stefanski might come in and say, "Yeah, we like Kurt. Obviously, he's been in Minnesota. Kurt was in Minnesota, so he might come in like, no, Kurt. I like Kurt. Kurt's my guy. He run my system. And in that case, Kurt probably be safe this year or whatever this the year. So
But then what happens when Penix come back? I know Kurt is got 2 more years. It'll be like next year and yeah. But we probably move on with him. But then with Penix healthy, it just say Kurt start to do that Kurt thing where he gonna lose a few games, possibly in a row. Do you start calling for Penix at that particular point? You know what I mean? I don't want this. I don't want that same damn controversy, bro. Or if we do have a controversy, can he do a better job than he did up in Cleveland? All I can go off if you're when you coming into a new job, they don't know you like that. All they can go off what your past resume said. And his past resume said he can't handle the pressure when it's thrown in his face.
I get it. I
Yeah.
understand. In terms of making a decision on the quarterback, what you mean?
Well, making decisions on the quarterback. They say they wanted the leader, but hell, I didn't see the leadership from Cleveland last year. He should have came out and said, hey, you know, he kind of did say this and that, but I think and it's not about Shadua or Dylan Gabriel, Joe Flacco, or Kenny Prickett. Clearly, Shadua was the better talent, but why he wasn't given the opportunity to seal that job and win it. And I don't want this type of mess to come here. You know what I mean? I clearly was disappointed with this with Kevin Stefanski hire. Now Matt played the NFL. Like I said, he's I believe Matt Ryan is a future Hall of Famer, and he probably know way more football than me. But damn, I didn't see this guy. This guy came out of nowhere to me. I saw after Harbaugh left, went to the Giants. I did look. I was looking at Clint out of Seattle. And I thought he might have been the guy, but like you said, he was young. But I didn't really see this guy here.
Yeah, I heard his name a lot. Like I say, during this process. And like I said, he was on my board just a little bit further down. I had him as 3 from an offensive standpoint. So he's the third offensive guy for me. But yeah. For me, it's more disappointing, but I understand. Like I said, he knows the system. He's an X's and O's guy. But yeah, he just got to, whether, like I say, if he's a leader of men or not. I think the quarterback situation here is a little different than what he had up there. Obviously, we know Pennix was drafted to be our guy, our future, whether that turns out to be that way or not. But yeah, if starting the season and he playing well and Penix get healthy, we have to. I guess he had to be evaluated. Has Penix kind of learned and got rid of some of the flaws he had with his footwork and reading?